My name is Akhil Krishna and welcome to the Quantity Surveying Studio. If you have not yet subscribed to Quantity Surveying Studio, please do subscribe for quantity surveying and cost management related topics. This video will be basically looking into something related to tender management. As you all know, tendering is a process where we choose a contractor to carry out a specific work, a construction project. It can be part of a project, it can be a small system of a project. So during this process, there will be a lot of contractors who will be quoting their price for that particular project. They will be giving their prices, their best prices, and once the client or the consultant who is acting on behalf of the client receives all these uh, pricings, what they do is basically they do a comparison to get the best price. They prepare a price comparison sheet and then they try to find out the lowest price, and from there they again start to negotiate with the one who has submitted the lowest quote to get a much more better rates. So in a nutshell, someone who has quoted a bigger price, like there will be basically a budget which would have been prepared by the cost consultants, and all these comparisons will be done based on this budget. And usually what happens is someone who has quoted a very high price will get rejected, and the primary focus usually is on the lower prices. Usually what happens is the lower tenders or the lowest prices are analyzed, some negotiations happen. What they basically look is there will be a lot of items in a particular BOQ, and the comparison will be done against each line item against a budgeted price of each item. So all those prices which are exceeding than the budget is mainly concentrated, and that is being tried to lower down so that the contractor, I mean the client, can get a better price. But there will also be some prices or some rates or amounts that has been quoted under budget. Mainly these cost consultants or the client don't focus much on that, because there, for example, there might be one particular item, the budget of that might be maybe $5,000 and the quoted price will be around $200. So that doesn't get much focus. Only those items which is exceeding the budget. Sometimes this situation of a particular item A, now a particular item B, the budget will be $5,000 again, but the quoted rate or quoted price would be $8,000. So the focus will be mainly on this because that has been quoted more than the budget, and the negotiations and analysis, all that happens on this particular item, but item B, and item A gets ignored because it is anyways quoted lower. So much concentration will not be put on that. But it is my opinion, or like in my experience, what I've understood or what I've learned is that these items should also be given a bit of focus, because there might be some particular reasons or learnings that we can get from these items which has been tendered like in a lower rate. There are basically two things that could happen for these items that has been under the budget. One could be that your estimation as a cost consultant for that particular item would be more than what is actually required. So you would have wrongly or miscalculated that particular the price of that particular item. So it would be your mistake one that could be a big learning, so that in the next project you could do a better pricing and get a better budget for your next projects. So that could be one reason. Another important reason could be that the understanding of that particular item, that scope of work by the contractor who has quoted it, would be different from that of the consultant or the client. So that should be first understood and confirmed whether, for example, there might be a particular item which would be required, like just an example, supply and installation of some particular item, and you as a cost consultant would have price according to that supply and installation. But the contractor would have missed out if whether that is being supplied. They would consider only it as an installation and would have quoted their price as just the installation price, so it would have become much lower. So that needs to be understood whether their understanding of each item is right or not, because this again could lead to variations. But then it is clearly mentioned in the BOQ. It would be clearly mentioned in the BOQ that this is the scope of work. Later on, during the post-contract stage, the variations or the disputes could be lowered down, because if both the parties have that same understanding, it is all clear. There won't be much disputes happening, much variation claims happening. So this is basically a short learning or some knowledge that I thought I would share with you all. So when the next time you do a tendering, you could suggest this to your managers, your line managers, to know. I know it's not like during, because of the tight timelines, that each item could not be analyzed properly, but then still there would be many items which would have like the prices would be really lower. A certain percentage you can take. If it is 50 percentage lower than the budget, then you could get an explanation from the contractor that this is this price is correct or not. This is supply installation. You hope you have understood. This is the scope of work that you need to carry out. Or again, you could, on the other hand, you could also again do your bit of research, like how you have estimated whether you have wrongly done it or if it is okay, so that you can understand and do the comparison. So thanks a lot for watching this video. So please don't forget to subscribe to Quantity Survey Studio. Take care. Bye.